Welcome to another episode of the Read Pile. Today I'm going to be talking about Madame Mirage. This is another Kenneth Rocafort book. I did a video a few weeks ago about Cyberforce Hunter Killer, also by Rocafort. This is also from the early 2000s. I bought this primarily because of him, but I also have this bookmark, and I don't remember where I got this, but this is one of my main bookmarks, and I've had this for many years. But anyway, Madame Mirage, I was looking forward to rereading this, and ultimately I came away pretty disappointed. This is not as good as I remember. I remembered enjoying it. I was looking forward to rereading this. I had this stored on my good book shelf, but it's not that good, honestly. And one of the things, so I've got this bookmark set here, and I like to point out good lettering at every opportunity whenever it comes up. And in this case, I need to point out bad lettering. So some of the thoughts are in these text boxes, which is a transparent gray with blue text and a white outline, and it makes reading extremely difficult. Like, just at a glance, this is super easy to read, and this is, like, I had to concentrate every time this came up, and it comes up inconsistently because it's the title character that's doing this, except she's not always thinking this way. Sometimes she has more standard text boxes, certainly easier to read, and it's annoying. It makes it a chore to read, and it's terrible. So I just needed to point that out. There is, I will say that the art is good. I like the art. It is Rocafort. There is a reason she is designed the way that she is. I mean, you can see that she's very stylized. There's a reason. That's all I can say. The book starts out, I should talk about what is happening in this, and we get these, basically, I think it's 3 pages of exposition. It's world setup before the story actually starts. And in these 3 pages, it's very similar to the rest of Top Cow. This could have fit into the Cyberforce world. It's basically the science went in 2 directions, both cyborgs and biological enhancements to humans. There was a divide as far as people that wanted to do good and a greater proportion of people that wanted to do bad things with these enhancements. There was a worldwide governmental crackdown, and people got jailed, and other people went underground, still offering their services. But it is at its core a revenge story. So there are bad people that did things in the past, and our title character, Madame Mirage, is extracting revenge against them, against really the organization, but specifically those people that did her harm. So this is another, well, there's 2 main characters, really. This is, surprisingly, the one that's doing the shooting in the back is one of our heroes, and this is one of our villains. The gun's getting shot in the back. There's more of a straight-on full view. And there are sketches at the back of this from Dini originally. Well, there's a bunch of covers. I'll show this too. So at the back, there's a bunch of covers of all of the issues and variants. Get a taste of Roca's art, and I think there's some other, yeah, like there's some Grey Corn too. But at the back here, we've got sketches by Dini of the main characters. You can see here, impractical long gown. Also, oh, how does it stay up? Who knows? He's talking about the dress. How does it stay up? It's hilarious. Awesome. But yeah, you could see the evolution from this basic sketch into what she became, I think, pretty clearly. It's just, this became, I mentioned reading it was a chore, and I meant that specifically with those text boxes, but I kept only reading a couple pages at a time. I would get uninterested pretty quickly. I would just get kind of bored. I wasn't really engaged with the story, and that sucks. And then I went to look up what else from Dini I had read, and it was mostly animated Batman continuation, it's cartoon continuation stuff. There is Heart of Hush as well, which I own, which I also remember enjoying, and I might make that my next read just to see if that is still true. But this, I think, needs to go in the to-go pile. I don't imagine I will reread this again. It is, I think, good for the art, but the story, I can't recommend this. There is explanation. There's an origin story. It's about halfway through. I think it's issue 3. You'll learn about the history, what's actually happening. But those first 2 are just kind of straight revenge. And then at the end, it's also straight revenge story. Everything comes together. Like structurally, it's there, but just on like a page-to-page basis, I struggled. I struggled more than I should to finish a comic. It sucks. I'm saying it sucks as a reading experience. I'm not saying that this is awful. I'm just saying that I am choosing to get rid of this rather than to keep it. This is going in the to-go pile.